Patreon member shout out. Monster, how should I feel? Creatures lie here, looking through the windows. Time will hear their voices. I'm a glass child. I am Hannah's regrets. Monster. Hey guys, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez, coming at you today with a Veve Omi update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. I love you all. I would say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. And comment down below if you like Megan Dia. Comments, likes, and subscribes are free ways to help the channel. Non-free ways are Patreon or smashing that thanks button down below. Now, let's move on. It's been a good day for us. So, Omi was actually down 1%, but that is only comes after the giant run-up we had, which is, I think, up almost 60% over the last couple of weeks, going up to 0.0016. Like I said, up from 0.001085. And then we are down, like I said, that 1% on the day. But it does outperform Bitcoin, which was down 1.5% on the day. So shout out to Akomi for, once again, outperforming Bitcoin. So we had a lot of Omi burn today, 409 million Omi. The value being over $500,000 in Omi was burnt today, which is quite a lot. That is the most value of Omi being burned since June 12th. And speaking of talking about specific dates, we have the least amount of Omi, or I'm sorry, the least amount of gems in the app at 123.7. That is the least amount that we've had in the app since, I think, March. So it's really, really small. We have had up to, I think, as 140 gems in the app. So a lot of people are spending it. A lot of people are going and putting that onto the app and spending it in the actual store, not just on the markets. But speaking of those markets, we did burn a total of 61.5 billion Omi total since the inception of the app, and we have had about $1 million go into the app just on this date, now at 351 million gems bought. Shout out to Akomi for that. Clap it up. So I did have a status yesterday, or a quick little blurb saying like, hey guys, look at Ritmo over from the Mermicornos, and because it was only a few of them left, it was at like 1,600, and I thought like, wow, someone with like $7,000 can just wipe this off the face of the app, never to be seen unless someone else wants to list it again. And then Brock McBlockchain tweets that people have no clue what's coming to the Tokidokis. All hail the Tokidoki king, he sees all. Unsure if trolling or not, but I do believe HelloK did have an update on his Twitter when he was out in Singapore saying like, oh, hey guys, yeah, Tokidoki is everywhere over here. So that is a lot bigger over in the East. And I think a lot of us kind of don't really see it because we kind of make fun of these things, these little fish horses or these little horses that maybe you can gallop in the Veveverse, we're not 100% sure, but they are beloved 100% worldwide, and they do come from Season 1. So over in the web app, we do have a couple of different rarities that we see. Obviously, it's common, uncommon, rare, ultra rare, secret rare, you know, the big five, but there is something called artist proof that is seen in there, and that we're most likely thinking is the one of ones. Brock McBlockchain does tweet saying they had actually mentioned this, I believe. Someone said once that Veve wouldn't do well in OpenSea, etc., because they're all high editions, but then they said we might get one of ones of art and auctions, etc., all on the web app. This web app does allow higher gem amounts in as well. So like I said, people can come in and as much as your credit card allows. If it allows $10,000, it allows $10,000. You have that American Express Black Card and it allows $100 million, you could put in $100 million if you would like to. So anyway, moving on. So it's kind of crazy to think about, but it is something that people have made giant purchases with those black cards before. Somebody says, I remember them saying it before as well, but it actually has a name now, and I'm excited talking about that one thing called the artist proof. Continues on to saying, should we start to bug Reverend Alex about Wendy Banksy? And Brock Blockchain says, I think it's best not to harass about stuff that's not confirmed, but do whatever you like. Again, there's been no confirmation of Banksy. There has been teases of it. David has had some Banksy stuff in the background when he has done his videos. I think we should get another update in the next week or two. The last AMA was late on the last one. We were supposed to get that at the end of May. It wound up being early June, just because the team was traveling. So maybe we get one end of June, or we might have to wait till early July. Not 100% sure. Again, there should be some major announcements over at San Diego Comic-Con, which I will be going to. Cannot wait. Moving on. Brock McBlockchain does tweet again saying, one day I'm likely to sell my collection of everything from Season 1 under the number 100 mints for X figures, and that's insane, but I'll likely immediately feel empty. 3+ years ago, I wasn't a collector, but now I definitely am. #I own history. And it does take me back to where I go and I tweeted at him, says it's a lot harder to do than you realize. As I was wrapping up some Pokemon cards back in 2020 in order to get a big one, which is my trophy Kangaskhan, I got sad. It's hard to part with things that you look at all the time, and be fair warning to you guys that if you have a couple of things that you like, hey, this would be cool for a vault, this would be cool for my kids, this would be cool for whatever, and then you realize it's gone 10x, hey, I should sell this, it does get really hard to actually sell, to actually put you to do it. And if you do that, you do feel a little empty inside. You do feel sad. You do feel feelings of remorse, and you do feel you happen to have feelings of malaise that you not so easily can get rid of. Again, just a fair warning. So Veve Viral says, just a friendly reminder that your scam detector, people like to think, oh, I know a scam when I see one, it is not better than the team of lawyers at Disney. Veve Official is arguably the most legitimate NFT project, and the reason why I believe that OMI will jump to top 10, 15 tokens by peak next bull run. I had God's Entry, who is one of the most skilled persons at TA that I've ever seen, that technical analysis. He just was having a little fun on my stream today with Crypto Rain. Definitely go watch that. That was amazing. Who's also one of the best I've seen at technical analysis. He asked Crypto Rain, hey, do you guys think that we could be a top 20 token? Crypto Rain obviously agreed yes. And I said, yeah, I think we could actually flirt with the top 10. I mean, right now, in order to do that, there's not a ton of money that we have to get to. Remember, Doge at one point had, I think, $69 billion of a market cap. Comment nice down below for the 69. To get in the top 10 right now, you only need about 10.05 billion to get ahead of Dogecoin, which again, doesn't really have a lot of utility. A lot of what it does have going for it is really just Elon Musk tweeting about it, him just being ironic, I think. But that does assume that no money will go into this. I do think a couple of $1 trillion will go into the altcoins, or Bitcoin and altcoins alike, and I think that obviously one of those things will be OMI. Again, it's the only crypto associated with Disney. I don't know how many times I have to keep telling people that. But again, a lot of people are getting in, some people into the collectibles, but a lot of money is going into OMI, especially over the next couple of months. You have been warned. Also, just to put things in perspective, 10 years ago, in June of 2012, right before I went into the military, a few months before, Bitcoin was at $9.57. So again, not that we're going to go and do the exact same thing that Bitcoin did and go like 5,000x. You know, for us to be 5,000x, we would have we'd be $7, which I'm not saying is impossible, but definitely not in the next couple of years. Probably not even this decade. It might even take 2 decades. We would need a lot of burn, and we'd need pretty much everything to go into OMI. I'm just going to consider that as not even thinking about that. But 1,000x is not off the table. And just put us at about $1.40, which I think we get to well before the end of the decade. But again, that's just me, not financial advice. Where there is turmoil, there is whales that are going to come in and going to pick up the pieces for pennies on the dollar. Goldman Sachs is reportedly raising about $2 billion to buy up Celsius assets in the event of bankruptcy, if they have solvency issues, because again, a lot of their assets are worth some money. You could just get them at a discount. Something that I'm not really a fan of is governments trying to create their own stablecoin. Russia's central bank plans to develop a roadmap for the introduction of the digital ruble by Q4 of 2023. It means it probably won't release till 2025. And even if it does, I can't see people having to go to a country, convert their currency to their currency digitally so that it can be tracked. I really just don't think governments of the world really understand this yet. I think that they're going to have a very hard time. So moving on to more tweets, we got Brock Blockchain again saying, I've had to say this a few times recently. Some are in the mindset of this is about 80% done, when we're really only about 3% into the journey. It's hard to imagine, but it's so new. You cannot zoom out currently, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't try. And somebody had asked if he was speaking of the Fish game specifically, or crypto NFT works in general. And Brock Blockchain was saying just Veve, but it does apply to a lot of things. So like I said, we've been so focused on really what's right in front of us, which a lot of the times is really good to do. Like a Jedi, keep your concentration here and now where it belongs. But Master Yoda said I should be mindful of the future. And that is all well and good, but outside of MTL, outside of KYC, outside of OUP, not too many people have been asking what's going on in the background. There's more to the team than just working on these 3 things. Are these at the forefront? Absolutely. But there are things on the back burner that a couple of people are definitely working on. What are they? Well, we haven't heard from the Veveverse in a while. They have played a little coy with us about the exact partnerships for San Diego Comic-Con, but yeah, I'm pretty sure within the next month you're going to see some pretty major announcements. Also, something that has been hiding in plain sight, I think Foster Hill pointed this out, is on Veve, on one of their ads, says, collect your favorite brands in premium digital format. Veve digital collectibles come in limited edition releases, can be purchased, sold and traded. upgraded and customized, placed in virtual showrooms, shared on social media, and more, all through the Veve app. So where it does say upgraded and customized, there are a couple of things that you should be able to do, I think. I think if you wanted to give Superman a black cape and a black suit, or if you wanted to do a couple of things to the DeLorean or whatever, outfit your Ecto-1 with certain things, I think you should be able to do that. And I think they're pretty much telling us right here, you can upgrade and customize and actually make some of your things one-of-ones. So, as I did report the other day, Marvel is coming back to San Diego Comic-Con. Comics and Crypto had tweeted this as well for the first time since 2019. What big announcements are you hoping for? And David Yu just leaves a heart and a rocket ship, as in we are going to the moon. So I did report this the other day as well, but Veve finally reported themselves. Pride 2, Givenchy Beauty supports the LGBTQIA+ community with London gallerist owner art patron Amar, known as Amar Singh, but that is his Twitter. Totally go follow him. Wealth of information. And Rewind Collective in benefit of the Le Mag Juanes Association. Not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. Comment down below if I'm pronouncing it wrong. 3 digital collectibles drop on Wednesday 29th at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Cannot wait for it. Again, if you had gone to the Makers Palace or the Makers Party over in New York City at NFT NYC, you might have seen a little bit of a preview. And again, shout out to Amar. They will have a AMA on Twitter on Tuesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And that does remind me of a tweet from Jeremy Padawer saying, people are inherently good. The world doesn't just happen to you. You also happen to the world. The more you can internalize these two things, the more control and impact you'll have with your limited time on this planet. Amar Singh, definitely someone that is taking this stuff and using it for to end like conversion therapy, to donate a lot to charities. I really wish I could be a little bit more like him. And one day, when Omi moons, I will be. More so for animals, but you get the deal. But while I'm here and being a degenerate, I did buy a Experiment 626, an uncommon stitch, and comment nice down below because I got appearance number 69. Thought that was pretty nice. Also, some good news on the macro. We have John Ramey .eth announcing, major announcement, European nation embracing public Ethereum. The Norwegian government just announced that they are releasing a solution on public Ethereum, a cap tables platform for unlisted companies. So shout out to them for that. Immutable X, which has just amazing partnerships, they had retweeted someone called Human World saying, fuel the world with creators' energy, introducing the first play and earn game for fans based on boosters and cards of your favorite content creators. Join the Creator Fantasy League. I'm totally going to tweet at them so I can become one of their cards. So just like other people like WB and Universal and Google and everyone else will be advertising Veve, you have other people advertising Immutable X, like Dap Radar, saying, are you a developer? Are you a creator? Find out about Immutable's $500 million fund for people who want to help grow the NFT and gaming space. And for those of you that don't know, Dap Radar is verified, 172,000 followers. Pretty good start. And that brings us to some utility. We do have a utility update for the Partners Club, so anyone that has a partner statue will offer more real-life utility from the Artificer 87. I'm going to read that to you right now. The current real-world utility comes from Cryptotherapy, which I believe is in California. If you have a partner statue, you get one free whole-body cryptotherapy session. Cryotherapy session, where you can go and just kind of freeze yourself for a little bit. And then you do have law offices of Nathan Mubasher, saying that you have a 33-minute virtual consultation over Zoom. That is free, in case you need to find out about anything legal. And we do have Pandemonium Artifacts, which joined the party. It says, verified Partners Club members will receive a permanent discount of 15% off or a 10% off with a 10% OMI burn on all orders. Now for me, I would rather just do the 10% off and then have a 10% OMI burn on top of that, because that's just gonna burn a lot more OMI. Well, everyone, that's it for me today. Everyone, check out at HeyDavidDon and at KingMavsForever over on Twitter, Standoff Chart and KingMavs over on the Veve app, Kobe Collects and OmiPlayer1 over on the YouTube, WraithX.eth domain name, Kyle Willson, Wendy Stibalis, Puddin' Cheeks, Veve Las Vegas, Taps Trades, Mars Davis, Legacy Bermuda, Sodipop Media, Veve Darklink, Meadow Lemon, and Veve Vibes, all on the YouTube, at Nomad with Guitar, at Wet Wizard Veve, and Gary O at 1234CA3, all on the Twitter. Everyone say bye-bye to Dashi. Bye-bye, Dashi, and make Long Island emo again. Oh, I love you guys. Meow, 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 meow.